You're Piotr Rasputin, born on a Soviet collective farm in Siberia, built like a freight train, a gentle giant who spends his evenings painting. And somewhere inside you, you're hiding the ability to transform your entire body into osmium density organic steel. 7 feet of it, near indestructible. Sounds awesome, right? But what if the armor traps you? And what if the universe finds endless ways to break the man inside of it? Because it starts with your little sister, and it only gets worse from there. You grow up on the Ost-Ordinsky collective near Lake Baikal with your parents, your older brother Mikhail, and your little sister Illyana. You work the fields, you protect the people you love. In the evenings, you paint. This is the entire plan. This is all you want. Your mutation surfaces at 13. Full body transformation. All at once. No selective plating. Every cell converts simultaneously. In steel form, you are nearly impervious to physical damage and strong enough to flatten a tank. Out of steel form, you are as soft and killable as anyone else on the planet. Xavier recruits you for a new XMen team. You say yes because someone asks for help and you say yes. That is who you are. You leave Siberia, leave your family, leave the farm, and cross the world to become Colossus, the X-Men's immovable object. Their first answer to anything that cannot be reasoned with. Sounds perfect. Watch what happens next. Because before you barely settled into the mansion, Illyana is taken. She's 6 years old. A demonic sorcerer named Belasco pulls her into a dimension called Limbo, a realm outside normal time that runs on suffering and dark magic. You cannot follow. You cannot steel arm your way into another dimension. The most powerful body on the team stands there and does nothing. Because there's nothing to hit. When Illyana is eventually returned, she has aged years into a teenager carrying a piece of her soul corrupted by Belasco's magic. She wields a weapon forged from the corruption called the Soul Sword. She joins the X-Men as Magik. She is 13. You painted sunflowers together in Siberia. Now she commands demons. You cannot fix it. The steel is useless against what Limbo did to her. You just watch. And that's not even the worst part. The X-Men put you to work. Sentinels, supervillains, government strike teams. You become the answer to every physical problem the team faces. You are extraordinary at being a weapon, even though being a weapon was never what you wanted. And then 1986 arrives, and with it the Mutant Massacre. The Marauders, a team of killers assembled by Mr. Sinister, descend into the Morlock tunnels beneath New York and begin executing hundreds of mutants who live there. The X-Men go underground. A Marauder called Riptide spins at superhuman speed, launching hardened bone shurikens in every direction simultaneously. You charge him. You are Colossus after all, made of steel. Cute. Watch what happens. Riptide doesn't stop. The impacts accumulate faster than your cellular structure can compensate. Your transformation locks. You cannot revert, and you collapse. The most physically durable person on the team goes down in a tunnel because the universe found the one edge case your armor couldn't handle. Magneto carries you out and uses his magnetic powers to physically reach into your metallic cellular structure, then manually realign it. He rebuilds you from the molecular level up. You survive. You spend months recovering on Muir Island, paralyzed, while your team continues without you. You were indestructible. You nearly died anyway. And that's still not the worst part. Strife, a villain from a possible future, engineered the legacy virus to target mutant physiology specifically. It breaks down the biology of any mutant it infects, systematically and fatally. No cure, no treatment, it just spreads. And Illyana, the one who survived Limbo, the one who came back carrying everything that was done to her, is the first X-Man to die from it. She deteriorates in front of you. You hold her. You watch her go. The steel that shrugged off Sentinels and survived the Marauders did not come with you into that room. There's no version of your power that helps here. She dies, and you are just a man. You leave the X-Men after that. You join Magneto's acolytes for a time, looking for a harder line to stand on. It doesn't hold, and you come back. You always come back. Years pass. Hank McCoy develops a working cure for the legacy virus. One problem: the delivery mechanism requires a mutant to inject the formula, transform, and die, so their body can aerosolize the cure into the atmosphere. One death, saves thousands. The X-Men vote to keep searching for a safer method. You don't wait. You inject the formula. You transform. You die on a laboratory floor, releasing the cure for the disease that already killed your sister. Your remains are cremated. Kitty Pryde scatters what she believes are your ashes near the farm in Siberia where you grew up. That should be the end, but it's not. An alien named Ord stole your body before the X-Men could claim it. Ord came from a world called the Breakworld, where prophecy warned him that a mutant from Earth would one day destroy his planet. When you died, he took your remains, used alien technology to resurrect you, and kept you sedated and imprisoned for years while he ran experiments. Kitty thought you were ashes in Siberia. You were in a cell, alive and being studied. The X-Men eventually free you. You wake up and discover that your sacrifice was stolen from you before it was even cold. Dead? Apparently not. Think again. You rejoin the X-Men. Then the Phoenix Force arrives. 5 X-Men intercept it. The Force fragments and bonds to each of them simultaneously. Cyclops, Emma Frost, Namor, Magik, and you become the Phoenix 5. At first, it is extraordinary. You end wars. You feed populations. You generate limitless clean energy. The farm boy from Siberia is rewriting the world for the better. And then the Phoenix does what the Phoenix does. It takes the conviction you already carry, the certainty that you are doing what is right, and removes every trace of doubt from it. Doubt is what creates restraint. Without it, you are righteous without limits. You attack the Avengers. You enforce the New Order with total authority. You become, without fully realizing it, the weapon you spent your entire life refusing to be. And then Spider-Man, an Avenger with no cosmic powers and genuinely no business being in that fight, beats you. Not physically, he goads you and Illyana into turning on each other, exploiting the tension already forming between you. You think she's losing herself to the Phoenix. She thinks you're going soft. He just keeps pushing until the two of you knock each other out of the conflict entirely. Your Phoenix fragments transfer to Cyclops. You wake up on the ground, powerless, while he absorbs what you lost. The certainty evaporates. You are left standing in what you did while you were completely sure you were right. That is damage the Steel cannot display. By the time Krakoa rises as a mutant nation, you join X-Force, the island's covert security arm. You are trusted. You have earned it with your life and your death and your return. What you don't know is that your brother Mikhail has come back. Mikhail has quietly allied himself with Xeno, an anti-mutant organization working to destroy Krakoa from within. His weapon is a mutant called the Chronicler, who can rewrite a person's decisions at the root level. Mikhail uses the Chronicler to compromise you without your knowledge. Every action that serves Xeno feels, from the inside, like your own free choice. You leak intelligence. You kill an ally named Kayla without understanding why. The man who crossed the world because someone asked for help has been turned into an informant by his own brother, and he doesn't know it. The metal never showed any of it. It never dents, never scars, never carries a record of what it has survived. You revert, and underneath it, you are still Piotr Rasputin, still the farm boy, still the painter, still the man who just wanted to protect the people he loved and do what was right. The Steel kept you alive through every single thing on this list, and it helped with almost none of it. That's what it means to be a metal mutant. The armor is perfect. The universe just stopped aiming at the armor a very long time ago.